Whether you're here at WDWNT Celebration, thank you for being here. If you're watching at home, thank you for joining us as well. And a special thank you to our former and current Walt Disney World cast members who are watching the event as well today. Thank you all for being here. I think it's going to be an incredible weekend. We have a lot of presentations, a lot of great musical acts, a lot of wonderful stuff coming up over the next 2 days.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Bob Jackson. Thank you. Here, have a seat right here next to me. You can have a seat, okay? For years I have envied your grace and your charms. Everybody loves you, you know, Eric knows. I don't have to say it. We both know it's true. We wouldn't have nothing if we didn't have you. Wouldn't have nothing if we didn't have. We wouldn't have nothing if we didn't have WDW News Today. Wouldn't have nothing.
Welcome back to the Golden Jamboree, ladies and gentlemen. My guest at this time, Bob Allen.
Hello. I can't see any of you.
What's funny is it's never this bright. We do shows here every week, and I always feel like I can see the audience. And today we've dialed these up quite a bit.
I need a hat.
So your dad was name dropped many, many times by Disney legend Bill Sullivan this morning.
Well, you got to be careful. You know, can't quite trust everything Sully says. But
well, Sully told us there were a lot of stories he couldn't tell.
there are. I can, though. And of course, it's supposed to be a New York street scene. So they're dumping bags of trash all over the, you know, because it's New York, right?
Growing up in New York, for the record, I don't remember seeing a submarine come down the
The
street.
the sub was a little on the edge,
Yeah.
but so we all go. It's like looks great. They're coming in at 4 a.m. to start, you know, lighting it up.
Yeah.
We go home. Third shift custodial cleans the whole street. Well, it's the Walt Disney Park. I mean, come on, you know.
That's
They're like, "Ah, these guys are pigs, you know.
Everybody say Jambo! Jambo! It simply means hello, hello, everybody. And yes, we do have a song to do it. Asante Sana. Here comes Jambo Buana. Just say yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Say yeah, boo. Yeah, boo. Aha. Just do some more. Oh, go, chico. Simply means hello, hello. We say Jambo, Jambo Buana, habari gani, zuri sana, pangeni, mwakaribisha, Kenya yetu, hakuna matata. I wanna know.
I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be anywhere these days. So thank you for inviting us to speak. It's going to be a blast to talk about some of the amazing projects that have been part of my career. Maybe we can give your audience some new information and behind-the-scene facts, trivia they hadn't had before. How about that? You like to hear about that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like everyone's excited.
So the show starts, continues on, and ends as you watch it in a 20-minute period. And I started studying that, and I realized that, let's say the Main Street Electrical Parade, and you have Alice from Wonderland sitting on the mushroom. It's just Alice on the mushroom. When you see that parade coming down the street, you see it, usually it went this way. It's Alice on a mushroom. You see the side of it, it's Alice on a mushroom. Back, it's Alice on a mushroom. So you end up getting tired of seeing Alice on a mushroom. So you're looking for the next unit, and it's not there yet because it's spaced by 20 minutes.
Welcome back to the Golden Jamboree. Next up, of course, we're celebrating 50 years of the Walt Disney World Resort, and there's a particular original attraction to Walt Disney World that's celebrating its 50th birthday right now. That is the one and only original Country Bear Jamboree.
That's
so
right.
there was, the Country Bear is one of the most popular attractions of the entire park.
Man,
at opening.
1971 was a wild time, right?
Yes,
and,
it was.
And based on that,
Yeah.
the next 2 Country Bear attractions that got built, what do? 2 theaters. 2 theaters so that you can run nearly simultaneous Country
Yeah.
Bear shows.
And in some cases that worked, and in some cases that was not a good thing because that gave you enough room for a bad dark ride.
Don't be mean to Winnie the Pooh.
I-
He didn't do anything.
I
mean,
love Winnie the Pooh. It's weird that there's a dark ride in a theater.
Thank you. No, go on. Really, go on. Hello, everyone. Oh, do you note how my clipboard matches my gown? Oh, my goodness, I want to welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, to the Retirees Club October meeting. Welcome, all of you. Now, I know some of you people are thinking, what is the Retirees Club? Well, it is a club made up of aging, well, elderly, well, you know, older adventurers and explorers who travel the world. And, well, we used to belong to another club when we were a bit younger. Perhaps you've heard of it? Perhaps you've heard of it? You are now all honorary members of the Retirees Club, and as such, get all the benefits that are due to you. Absolutely nothing. All right, club salute, everyone. Here we go. Bumble Stingy!
Wait, it's Lester
What?
the accountant.
What?
Oh!
What?
We
What?
didn't raise the money.
What?
No, we owe the caterer $96.50. Good night.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.
Great pleasure to introduce our next guest, Don Dorsey.
Thank you, Jason, and thank you to Tom and WDW News Today for what has been a really, really fun event here. My greatest memory was standing on Disneyland's Main Street opening night when the music cue happened, the lights went out, and the tempo started, and people began to clap along. That, for me, was all the fulfillment that I needed to know that I had done something good and that had the potential to last a while.
Oh, the two cards that are remaining are both black, is that correct?
Correct.
One's high, one's kind of low.
Correct.
Queen of Spades, is that one of them? Oh, good. But you're left with one card in your hand, and I tried to make a prediction today. I picked this card up in the great state of Texas. Things are bigger there. So let's make it more difficult. The moment that you tell me what that card is, I'm going to divide it by 2, and that's what this card will be. Okay? Stephanie, I am now stepping over the very line of magic for you today. I'm pushing the envelope and licking it shut. I don't even know what that meant. I don't know what that meant, but it sounded good. For the first time, what's the card in your hand? I'll do the division.
7 of clubs.
That's good. This is a very rare card. Yeah. It's why I had it laminated. Yeah, it's laminated.
This is very exciting. I have a panel that I have no control over right now. And I realized that almost instantaneously. So this is our Walt Disney World Entertainment panel. 50 years of entertainment legacy up on this stage.
And I don't think anybody on here has worked for less than 25 years at Walt Disney World.
And they release the hawk, and he flies, and he's supposed to land on the perch, and he doesn't. He lands on my head. And he gets stuck in the cloak, and the bird starts panicking, and I got 2 trainers behind me yelling, "Don't move! Don't move!" Ah! And I'm going, and the bird starts pecking at my head, and he's screaming and screeching, and he's ripping at the wig, and the blood starts pouring down my face.
My gosh.
And it's this scalp wound is just opening, and blood. I mean, I was Carrie, because all of this blood is just streaming down my face. And
Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka,
Everybody.
ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga
chaka,
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. When you hold me in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's all right. Everybody.
Nice.
And I will search the world, and I will face its harms.
till I find my heroes welcome waiting in your arms. Ray McGee, everybody.
Rob Volpe, everybody.
Have a good night. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, guys.
MGM was a giant success when they first debuted the park. The park was crowded, they closed at capacity pretty often. There wasn't enough for people to do, so they very quickly were scrambling, what are we gonna do to expand this park and give people things to do? And before there were plans for Tower of Terror and Fantasmic and Rock and Roller Coaster, long before any of those things, the easy answer was because the year before the Disney MGM Studios opened, Who Framed Roger Rabbit came out, the easy answer was, oh, well, we've got this big hit that just happened. Why don't we go with that? And this is even before Dick Tracy came out, and they thought that was going to be a huge hit. And there was, again, an attraction planned for somewhere on this Sunset Boulevard expansion for that as well. Former Disney Imagineer Jim Schultz. Welcome back, Jim.
Thank you for
In case you missed it, Jim was with us on Thursday night on WDW News Tonight. We talked a bit about your career, how you got started, some of your projects not related to Disney World. So if you want to hear more about Jim's career, make sure you watch the last episode of News Tonight. We're going to pick up kind of where we left off. The only thing we didn't talk about really were your Walt Disney World projects, and this is a celebration of 50 years of Disney World, so I think that makes some sense.
Yeah,
so let's talk about what you did for Florida.
As far as funny stories, you know, that's probably the biggest story you probably heard is when you go into the, I think, second scene or third scene, when you go into the pantry and you have the giant food.
Yeah.
And in France, the giant sausage, there's a piece of food that was just so large, it triggered French code. So it had to have its own sprinkler system inside the sausage.
So you're telling me there's a sausage with a sprinkler system?
Yes, in it, because it triggered French code.
That is the most Disneyland Paris thing I've ever heard.
So we had that.
All right, folks, for this next improvisation, we talked to Ed. Ed worked with diesel engines. What is something else that somebody could do for a living that's probably off the beaten path, probably not in the medical field or teaching, because we can get that a lot. All right, theme park blogger. Let's pander for a while.
My name is Susan. How do you do? I don't give my last name. I just go by Susan because I write a blog and I don't want anyone to know who I am.
Is that because you fear reprisal of any sort?
Well, I do a blog about theme parks, and the truth of the matter is, the theme park people are very, very proprietorial, and they like their theme park. And if I like something that another theme park does, they get angry, and I get hate mail. I get hate mail all the time! Never once candy.
Clearly, you've struck a chord with the crowd here tonight. Susan. All right, let's light up tonight's categories on Jeopardy. Shut up.
We begin today with Lee Cockrell, former Executive Vice President of Operations, Walt Disney World Resort. Lee.
Hey, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here to celebrate 50 years of Disney World.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Every guest has 10 problems you don't know about. In their family, their health, their mother, somebody's in the hospital, their children, they're worried about tuition, they're worried about their house pay. And you got to keep that in consideration. It's not the problem they're yelling at you about, it's what's happened. We all have 10 things, you know. Every Disney cast member has 10 problems, but we don't show it.
Yeah.
We're putting on a show here. The show does not include rudeness. The show does not include telling the guests to go jump in the lake. Because they jump in, their credit card gets wet, and we can't find it. Mickey loves everybody.
Hi, everybody. We're celebrating so many special events this week right here for Walt Disney World, especially with the 50th anniversary. I'm so delighted to be performing for you today. I've been performing for the Walt Disney Company since 1990. I know. But here we are today celebrating WDW News Today. And I thought, well, they should have their own song. So I composed a song just for you. last night at 3:30 in the morning. Now WDW News Today, all around you bet. You can feel their dedication when you're on the internet. WDW News Today, they always lead the way. Their fans and members all agree. They're a tight-knit global family. WDW News Today, they're here for you and me.
Welcome back to the Golden Jamboree, ladies and gentlemen. You can't see it at home, but this is the biggest turnout we've had for any presentation thus far. It's packed. Listen to how loud they are. It's jam-packed, because people cannot wait to watch us watch something.
The difference is that there's one more person in the audience than there was at the Don Dorsey presentation, because Don's in the audience now instead of up here.
Don's at
That's the
Harmonious.
difference.
Don is not here.
No, he's not here. I'm kidding.
After Harmonious, Don is going to wish he stayed here.
That's true. He's choosing poorly.
We're going to watch the grand opening television special for the Walt Disney World Resort, which aired in 1971. That is when the resort opened. Has everyone on this dais seen this before?
Nope.
Really?
A long
No?
time
I
ago.
didn't watch it.
Oh,
'cause
you-
I wanted this to be
Oh, okay. Why did, in your whole life you've never seen this?
Oh, I'm sure I saw it when I was
Like back in '71.
Wow.